them trenches. Had to get it how I could, tryna stack a mill and flip it. When my niggas on this business, do no cuts, we take it all. On 100's no percentage, I wanna see my niggas ball, that's no game. Paddock on my wrist, Cartier stamped on my frames. Got it out the mud, now clean this shit and chain. Nowadays, niggas moving, hit up Pepe on the plane. So my nigga grab some ice and throw that 6'2" on that chain.
What it do? This your boy Josh Martin. We're tuned in with another episode of Who's Hot. Today I got a special guest in the building, man. This guy right here is super duper talented, man, versatile, consistent. In fact, man, if you were a fan of 2K like me, you probably done heard this, man. You know what I'm saying? While you on your My Team or your My Career, man, like, dang, it's just bumping and really didn't even know who it was for real. But without further ado, man, give it up to my guy, Young Cory 6'2". Thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah, I had to, bro. Appreciate you having me on, man. Big 6'2" for sure.
For sure, man. And I'm curious, bro. 6'2", you mind, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, what does the 6'2" mean exactly? You know, I'm just, is it your height? You know what I'm saying? Is it a gang, a clique of guys? What 6'2" mean for real?
Nah, see, everybody think it's my height. I'm 6'1" actually, but nah, 6'2" that was the street I was raised on. I was raised from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 62nd and Capitol Drive. So 6'2" is just the street I was raised on. I was born and raised on one house, one neighborhood. Never moved from it until I moved to California. You know what I mean? That was the neighborhood where I got my first car, lost my virginity, smoked weed for the first time, took my first shot. That's where everything happened. So 62nd Capitol Drive, 6'2".
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned that, you know what I'm saying, you grew up, born and raised in Milwaukee. I'm curious, like, how was that transition, you know, going from a Midwest city to the West Coast?
Man, that transition was rough because, you know, Milwaukee is the number one segregated city in the United States. A lot of people don't know that. So, like, it's all black people. It's a lot of racism in Milwaukee and Wisconsin and everything. Moving to LA was a culture shock for me because I wasn't used to none of this out here. You know what I mean? None of the people, none of the food, none of the morals. You know what I mean? The culture out here is different. So, yeah, but I love my city, man. But, you know, Milwaukee is kind of behind the times. But it was a culture shock for me for sure, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what made you want to, make that move? Did you have like an end in music? Were you always like in music?
Yeah. So in high school, I had a couple songs on the radio, and I was kind of bubbling as an artist, in high school and everything. And I kind of reached a peak, I guess. You know what I mean? I just seen and I saw a lot of my other peers and a lot of other artists in Milwaukee was just reaching a peak. I really didn't want to reach that peak and just be like locally known. I was locally known, but I just wanted to take it farther. So I ended up moving to California. I actually ended up getting into acting. So like I got into acting and everything, and actually that's where I'm at right now too. You know, juggling both between.
Yeah, we gonna touch on, you know, what's going on. I really do want your perspective on, you know, what's going on with the writer's strike. But you know what I'm saying, just keeping in the music, like what was that first song that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, resonated with the fans and on the West Coast? Like, you know, you said you had a buzz in Milwaukee, you know, what was it like, you know, in LA?
LA, you know what? LA been a part of my story for a minute. When I was 15, I flew out to LA for the first time, recorded my first song called Swag It Out. That was actually on the radio when I was 15. Yeah, I was 15. I recorded out here. Shout out to Rodney O from from Everlasting Bass. You know, he like a old school. I linked up with him through like some of my peoples and everything. And LA, I just been in between LA and Milwaukee ever since I used to take like 2 weeks out of high school. I almost damn near failed junior year and senior year because I was going back and forth to LA so much because I was like, you know what I mean? So like I didn't really take school serious because I was trying to be a musician. But like, I just been back and forth like for years. You know what I mean? I finally just made the move out here.
That's what's up. You know, being that you are from Milwaukee and you moved, I'm curious, like how do the people there receive you? Like, is it still all love? You know, I recently saw that you know what I'm saying, courtside at the Bucks game. You know what I'm saying? So obviously love there. So like, what is it like, you know, coming back?
Man, it's crazy, man. I love my city, man. It's crazy, like being in LA and just being in the mix so much in LA. You forget how much your city really mess with you. And like what you said, when I actually flew back, shout out to DJ Shauna who actually flew me out to the city to showcase my song at the Buck Stadium. When I went out there, I actually seen like how much the city rocked with me, and I ain't even noticed that because I'm in LA. I don't even realize I can't even touch the people like physically. But then I just like I seen how many people actually rock with me, and that like blew my mind and everything. So I love my city, man. It's being out here. I forget how much people support me in Milwaukee, but I just gotta be reminded of that sometimes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. How did the players react to it? Did you get a head nod from Giannis? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Giannis gave me. Actually, it was Giannis' birthday. He gave me. He
That's
gave me.
dope.
He gave me a heads up. He was like, "Yo, you hard, bro." I was like, "All right, yeah, man. Keep stay on the lookout for me." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you a Bucks fan, right? Like, so how did you feel about that Heat series? I'm just curious.
Man, I was pissed, bro. I was mad, and my homies is Heat fans, so they was on my ass. They was like, man, I was like, damn, man, shit. It was crazy. I was supposed to actually perform for I was supposed to perform again for the Bucks game, but they got kicked out the playoffs. So like that messed up my whole little game plan. But we back next, we back next season for sure.
Already, Giannis a beast for sure. Like he up there. Like I'm a Mavericks fan, so like Luka is kind of like my guy right now. But Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Like best player in the league in my opinion for sure.
The Greek freak for sure. Hell yeah.
All right, speaking of basketball, you know what I'm saying? I mentioned, 2K, you got two songs on there, Move and Hustle. I'm curious, like how did that opportunity come about? Like
Man, shout out to United Masters. Steve Stout over there facilitated that for me. United Masters really, I could really just take credit for just making the songs, but United Masters and Steve Stout is the people who facilitated that for me, and I still appreciate them today for doing that for me. You know what I mean? So that was a blessing for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like you comparing Milwaukee to LA, you said that Milwaukee is kind of like behind the times, and LA is a little bit faster. Like, how do you move, you know what I'm saying, in those rooms and networking, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does young Cory 6'2", present himself? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's your way of getting things accomplished in LA, since it is, a bigger city, a lot of different people, you in the music game, so you get a bunch of BS, yeses and nos. Like, I'm just curious, like, how do you move and stay, keep your head on the swivel, like, sort of.
Really, man, I just like show like me being from Milwaukee and me being from the Midwest, I really take that to my advantage, because it really make you stand out in LA. You know what I mean? Especially when everybody out here trying to be fake, everybody trying to act like they bigger than what they is. I really just take my genuine spirit wherever I go. If I walk into a room or no matter what room I'm in, I just be myself. I think a lot of people in LA really pick that up, because you got 95% of the people trying to be LA. And I'm like, I ain't even trying to be LA, man. I'm going to be myself. If they accept me, they accept me. If you don't rock with me, you don't rock with me. So that's how I put it. And I've been rocking out that way ever since, man. I ain't really trying to put on this front with people.
For sure. Gotta keep it 100. Like,
hell yeah.
Define yourself as an artist. Like, what kind of music do you make? Like, I did note your versatility. Like, one of your recent singles, "Prove to You," that's kind of like catered towards the females. But then you hit them, with Zato, that was doing big numbers on Spotify. I'm sorry, that was doing big numbers. So, in your own, summation, like, define yourself as an artist.
Man, myself as an artist, honestly, man, I can't even explain it, man. It's just I just go wherever my brain takes me. I feel like God blessed me with this musical talent. Both of my parents is in music, and they really blessed me from a young age to like be into music. And sometimes I get anxiety before I even go to the studio, because I don't even know what the fuck I'm about to make. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm about to be singing today. I'm about to come out with some Kendrick shit, and I'm about to, you know what I mean? I might bust out the saxophone or something. I don't know. So it's like I'm always just using this God-given gift and just make whatever is leading me to. And then lately, I've been going towards this singing shit, and it's been elevating for sure. And I got that new song Cornball just dropped today, so I'm excited. We doing a podcast, so y'all go.
I was just about to get on there too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when people first hear it, they're gonna be like, this sounds familiar. Like, y'all did do a great job of, like, you know what I'm saying, chopping up that Ride With Me by Nelly, you know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming that was all 6'2" Cap Records, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, explain it to the people.
Yeah, so that was all under my record label. My record label, 6'2" Cat Records. So we chopped up the Nelly beat. Ride With Me. Shout out to my producer, Duval, aka Knox. You know what I mean? He my homie since shit way back in the day. We got a whole lot of shit that's about to drop. But that Ride With Me record came. It was a blessing. And the story about that Ride With Me record, real quick, is that morning when we recorded that joint, I actually gave up. I almost gave up on music because I just had like a little breakdown. I'm pretty sure anybody who a musician who listening, they know this shit is hard, and mentally, some musicians ain't really there. You know, I'm not really there sometimes mentally. Sometimes, so like I'll have a lot of breakdowns sometimes, even when shit is going good, just being stressed out or whatever it is. But like that morning, I had like a breakdown. I was like, man, it's just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was doubting myself. Went to the studio that night. He made that beat. I recorded it, and it's fire. Yeah,
for sure. Nelly, NLE Chopper just recently, chopped.
How they hear?
Yeah, one of Nelly's songs. Yeah. Like, is that kind of the wave? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the 90s, us 90s babies. You know what I'm saying? We are getting on up there. So I guess the past is like the early 2000s, kind of sort of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the wave now. People paying homage to those artists that putting it down.
Yeah, 100%, man. And that, I want to say one thing about NLE Chopper. That was crazy. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear a record until we recorded. That was like a fucking straight up coincidence. But I think us as 90s, like what you said, 90s babies, our like golden era is the early 2000s. You know, the early, the Shawty Low era, the Nelly era. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Back Laffy Taffy. Them French out boys and shit, you know what I'm saying? All that.
That's us for sure.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just noticed that, that's dope that, a lot of artists, decided to, especially Nelly, like, because like, man, that country grammar was crazy. Like, I remember as a young cat, like, you know what I'm saying, back when CDs was a thing, like, you know what I'm saying, me and my cousin riding around bumping that country grammar. So yeah. So like I just that's just something I noticed, and like that's something that's dope. You mentioned though, I want to go back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like you said that your parents, you know what I'm saying, was in the music. Like I'm curious, like did you like grow up in a church or something? Like were they professional musicians? Like did they take you on the road, or like, you know what I'm saying, how did they cultivate their love of music for you? Like
nah, I didn't grow up in the church. I'm in the church right now and everything. I didn't grow up in the church, but my mom's was a rapper back in the 80s. My dad's a musician. He played the guitar. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Zapp Rogers, a lot of Teddy Pendergrass, a lot of Prince. Like my dad is like the biggest Prince fan, so I really grew up on Prince. That's really one of my biggest inspirations, low key. So I just grew up around these old school artists, Ozzy Brothers. You know what I mean? The Gap Band. You know what I'm saying? Earth, Wind, and Fire. So that's really, when people come to my crib, that's what I listen to damn near 24/7. I don't even listen to nowadays music. I just listen to all 70s R&B. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing.
Yeah, that's something that I noticed, like with a lot of artists, many of y'all, like I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of you all, kind of grew up in that environment, like where music was playing, like you had musically inclined people around you, and y'all kind of like gravitated towards it. Speaking of my childhood, one of the differences, like maybe I'm not a musician because of this, but like we didn't have like no songs playing in the background, like just the house wasn't as musically inclined. Like it wasn't wasn't like, you know, people playing the drums or, you know, sing. I ain't have any singers in my family. So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For you, you know, that's a blessing, like, to have like people around you that was like actively in it, and then like you growing up in it. So you kind of got like a leg up over, you know, other people who like, you know what I'm saying, trying it out, but you was raised in it. So yeah,
Yeah.
like that's dope. And going back once again, like you mentioned that you know, initially came out to LA, you know, to be an actor. And I you know, I did my research. I actually saw you like on the ground floor. So like, you know, with the strikes that's going on out there. So if you don't mind, you know what I'm saying, just give me you know what I'm saying, your perspective on like what's going on in LA right now with the strike, and you know, basically what they're fighting for, what you guys are fighting for.
Man, it's just fighting for, you know, I kind of related to the music industry, kind of like musicians could damn near do the same thing with us trying to get our masters and publishing from the labels. I look at it from that standpoint. But like you know, writers is trying to get what they is owed, you know, from the union, you know what I mean, and they deserve a whole lot of stuff, because writing a script and like thinking of these dope ideas and actually being an actor and a writer, it takes a lot of creative energy, and you know, they deserve to get what they supposed to get. And I got a lot of friends that's struggling, you know, including myself, but I got a lot of friends that's in TV shows, that's writers, that's actually damn near might be losing their homes because of this. And you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really a big deal. I know from the outside looking in, a lot of people might be like, damn, what's the big deal? But when this is your livelihood, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Because everything is stopping for them, you know what I mean? I got friends that want TV shows that can't even promote what they in right now due to this, you know what I'm saying? So they excited about what's about to drop for them. That's like me dropping the album, and then all of a sudden the label tell me I can't drop the album, I can't promote it, I just gotta go back to being a regular motherfucker, and I can't even do nothing no more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like yo, that's deep, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for painting it like that. You know, I recently saw The Rock, you know, he gave a real big donation to the cause. You know, how do you feel about that, to see like a A-list superstar actor, like, you know what I'm saying, that's saying, hey, that, you know, I feel y'all, like, let me support y'all. You know, how does that, you know what I'm saying, how did that make you feel?
Man, that show how real of a person The Rock is, man, because it's 200 other celebrities out there that could do the same, but they're not doing the same. And he did it, you know what I'm saying? And I used to cater for Wolfgang Puck. I actually served The Rock before, and he gave me some real inspirational words. And that's a real dude right there, man. And if some more A-listers would like do the same thing that he doing, which they can, this shit could end quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So shout out to The Rock, man. Dwayne Johnson. It's for sure.
For sure. Like I have big aspirations too. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get to your city, man. Like, I want to get into that lane. And as a consumer, you know what I'm saying, at this point, you know, in my career, you know, I'm more of a consumer than like actively in that business. So like,
Yeah.
for somebody like me, like, you know, what are we missing out on, you know, with the strike? You know, are we gonna see like a decline in like good original content? Are we gonna keep seeing reboots and Rush Hour 8 or 9? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel it.
like, is it gonna be a lack of creativity? Is that gonna like hurt, you know, the industry?
Nah, you know, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, I think the strike is actually good for the industry. It's like a reboot sort of way, kind of like the pandemic. It's like a reset. So I think, and this is my opinion, I don't mean to say nothing bad, but Hollywood is Hollywood. It's a lot of fake things going on. It's a lot of people with really big egos. A lot of people who is not humble. I think this is here to humble Hollywood, and this is gonna give people who wasn't given a chance to shine from the beginning to be able to shine. Because I don't know if everybody know, I'm gonna just be the one to speak on this. Hollywood is cool, but it's a lot of stuff that it ain't really about talent sometimes. There's a lot of people that just they get in through connections, or they just you know what I mean, they just kiss up to this person and they get this role. It's not really about this person who grinded from the bottom and actually should fit this role. So I think this strike is really gonna give a lot of people who supposed to get the opportunities, it's gonna give them the opportunities, you know what I mean? Because I think there's a lot of unhumble people in Hollywood right now, and I don't mean to just be negative, but it's the truth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like that in a lot of lanes, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, who you know. It's not like it's not all about what you know, it's about who you know. And so making those connections, like, so I can see both sides of it. Like, I totally get your point. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not how it's supposed to go. But hey, there's life, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna like you, so you gotta do whatever. So yeah, man. But real quick, before you slide, I kind of want to like switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I really feel that track you got Prove to You. And like it kind of like made me think, you know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted your hear what you had to say. Like it kind of had my mind going like, what's a physical flaw that, you know what I'm saying, that I couldn't get over? And this may be immature, and I really want, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to you, like what's one physical flaw that you can't get over? Like, and I may be sounding immature with this, but like lazy eyes, Roman eyes, like she can be a dime piece. I'm talking about career, spirituality, all that, but with the eyes, man, like I want to be able to focus. So like on a funny note, a non-serious note, like what's one physical flaw that you can't get over?
Feet. She gotta have some pretty feet. I tell every girl that. Yo, I'm gonna kiss them toes, Queen. You know what I mean? Like, if them toes ain't looking good, I don't know.
So you Eddie Murphy and Boomerang, you pulling the sheets up to check out the feet?
Hell yeah, I'm pulling them. Hell yeah, off the rip. It ain't hard to ask. It ain't a lot to ask for to keep them feet done. I'm just saying.
Facts. One more, man. One more. With in your lane, a lot of people, try to big up their work. This is what I'm doing. Hey, check this out. Hey, this me. Look at me. What I'm curious to know, like, what's a chill day for 6'2"? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do for fun? Like, what you outside of music? Like, what are you normally into?
Oh man, I like just having fun, man. I like going to Six Flags. I really just like doing different stuff. I don't really like going to the club and like doing the average shit. I like doing like renting some jet skis. You know what I mean? Like let's go do something different. I'm from the Midwest. We ain't got shit out there besides the hood. You know what I mean? So I'm in LA. I'm trying to like, man, let's go parasailing. Let's go skydiving or some shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, I feel you, bro, because like your head might explode when I let you know where I'm at right now. I'm in Mississippi. So
I was gonna ask where you from, bro.
What'd you say?
I was gonna ask you where you from.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, bro. So I feel you when you say it ain't really a lot to do, because like we in the same boat. In fact, a lot of people, not a lot, but Jackson is a popular place for people coming from Milwaukee, Chicago, like in that Midwest area. So I actually have ran across a couple females that say they was from Milwaukee and say, "Oh, Jackson ain't nothing but another Milwaukee." And I'm like, "What?" So
yeah, my family from Jackson.
That's what's up, bro. For real.
I used to spend every summer down there, Jackson and Mobile. My mama from Mobile, my grandma from Jackson. I used to spend every summer down there, so that used to be like for real, because the Great Migration, everybody from the South came up there came to the Midwest in the 70s for better jobs and shit. So all my family from Mississippi and Alabama.
That's what's up, though, bro. Like, hell yeah. So, yeah, man, keep doing your thing, bro. Like, that give me a little bit more to, like, hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? When you drop another project, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure I spend the bread on you because, Mississippi folk, we got to stick together. Like,
love, bro. Love, man. And the world going to see me soon, man. The world going to see me soon, man. I'm going to keep it humble. Like, I'm trying to get up there with the Drakes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What's next? What's next for you?
Really, man, what's next is this ain't finalized. I'm gonna drop an EP called "It's All Love," so that's really why I've been working on this singing shit, and it's just a song, a project for the women, because I had a lot of things in the past with females, so like I really want to drop a little EP called "It's All." That's what Proved to You is the jump of it. No cornballs. It's the second of it, and I got like a bunch of more records I'm about to drop, and it's just gonna be singing. It ain't really gonna be too much rapping, but it's gonna be all for the women. I had a troublesome past with the females, so I'm just trying to get back to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, haven't we all, bro? Haven't we all? But
Facts.
But yeah, before you go, bro, like let them know where they can find you at, man. Give us your socials, like, you know what I'm saying? Give us everything.
Yes, sir, man. Look me up, 6Two Cory. That's 6TWO.CORY. That's my Instagram. Just Google 626, the number 6 TWO Cory. Yeah, man. It's just Google that everywhere. YouTube, everywhere. Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, wherever. So 6Two Cory for sure. Big 6'2".
Already, bro. But thank you for stopping through, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope conversation, man. I'm wishing you the best, and I'm gonna be on the lookout for that new project, man. You know, maybe you can, you know, help me get back in the good graces of some of the females that I done, you know, pissed off.
I got you. Yeah, for sure. Facts.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yo, love, Brody. I appreciate you, dead ass.
My niggas with me mobbing, running up, they want the same. They gon' do it for the gang, that's the gang. And if you got a problem, then they off and at your brain. 6'2", ain't nothing new, ain't nothing. I done came up from the bottom, I done got it out from trenches. I done get it how I could.